easy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. Keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 54. Mike, 54. Turn for you.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Carolina. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
Mike's by 4.
I got him. I got him.
Hey, get him, get him, get him. You got him. Back, back, back. Slam, slam, slam. Rip.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch 54. Hey. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go. Alert.
From the gun, it's Brady. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On second down, it's Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Switch. Shoot.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Get ready.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
All day, every day, any day.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Brady.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Wide. Get wide. Watch that. Let's go out.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check three. Kill.
Two draw corkers. Get ready.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mike's 5-4.
2nd and 3. He's going to wind up and air it out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. Alpha. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check it. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Switch up. Mike's 5'9", Mike. Hey, orbit. Hey, defense, let's go. Regular.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go. At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Defense all day.
2nd and 11.
Blitz.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And out across midfield down to the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Go. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jones. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
down. 10 Lobo.
37. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
They can't hang with us.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check 3, check 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check 9, check 9.
Linda!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Mike is 59, Mike to 59.
Let's go, D. No, off. Hey, switch gears.
On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Hey, second.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You. Go Bandit. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Shadow.
Throwing now is Brady. Bryant has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Yeah.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13. 72.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check it. Safety creep.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, 66. 72.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Regular. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Army. Bravo.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. break coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Here we go. Oh.
Hey, high 7.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Come on.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady.
Here we go. Here we go.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They run the counter. Felton. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
72. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight, tight. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 20.
50.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Take that.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here. Mike, check, 59, 59.
Here we go, here we go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, check it. Let's get it together.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Brady will try again on second down. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here I come. Right there, 54. Right?
Sugar.
Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
218, chop it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Watch 54, watch 54. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the screen.
Shift! Watch the shift!
They're coming.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo.
54. Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Look at me, zipper. Hit it.
54, right there.
On first down, it's Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Jones.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check pass.
Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Check go.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming.
Hey, Delta.
I'm coming. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". I'm going to run.
Hey, Alabama.
Run you over.
Sugar. Ready, hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now Brady. And that's caught by Smith. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
It's complete to Diggs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
at the 47-yard line.
Wide, 80.
52. Hey, 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 hey.
Rip.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Complete. Smith has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go, boys.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
Five.
52. Alert.
Brady now on first down.
You got nothing.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Doxson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
That keeps the score Panthers 24, Vikings 13. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.